everyone. Welcome to the next episode of the Inside Wayzata podcast. We are probably in the coolest spot we've ever recorded one of these. We are on the set of Anything Goes at Wayzata High School, and we are here to talk to the crew and the stars of Anything Goes, which is playing starting November 14th through the 22nd. And so I'm joined today by Justin Spooner, who is a director for the show.
Great to be here.
And Lily Myers, who plays Reno Sweeney.
Hello.
And Jacob Nielsen, who plays Billy Crocker. Mm-hmm. So anyone can take this one. At its core, what is Anything Goes about?
I mean, I always thought of it kind of as just about like a weird set of like working together almost. It's kind of a whole show around unlikely friendships and togetherness. Because, you know, it's throughout the show, people make unlikely friends and they do unlikely situations to reach the common goal, which I don't know. Are we allowed to share what the common goal is? Or would that be spoiler territory?
Go for it.
It's love. The common goal is love.
For me, it's a lot about joy. This show features so many kind of classic hit songs and amazing tap dance taught by Kathy Wind, our choreographer, who's incredible. She's been tapping in the Twin Cities for many years and does an amazing job with this show. And so this music, these dances just really bring a lot of joy to your heart. It'll make you smile. The show is a big farce of mistaken identities and who's, and it's funny, and we have laughed so much in our rehearsal process. So to me, this one's a lot about joy and being able to come out with the whole family and laugh together and experience something, make memory here at Wayzata Theater.
Kind of adding on to the joy, it kind of shows like in love, it kind of showcases the like fun that you can have with that. Like instead of just like the classic, like, oh, I love you and all of this, it's like shows like having fun and like joking around. And like, there's just lots of like jokes in that. And I think it's cool to see a more like real portrayal of that than I see a lot.
So who can give me like a 20,000 foot overview of someone's listening right now and they're wondering, okay, what is this about? What's like the plot? What's the storyline without giving it away? But what's the overall, what are they going to be watching?
So it's basically, it's like a big love triangle.
Yeah.
Like,
Features Billy Crocker, who's in love with a girl.
He's in
Hope
love with a girl.
Harcourt.
But then Reno loves Billy at first, but then finds someone else.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And the funny thing is, Hope Harcourt, who Billy is in love with, is engaged to someone else.
So Billy stows away on the SS American, which we have here on stage. He stows away on the boat. It's a 1930s ocean liner, and all of the shenanigans in the show take place aboard the boat. There's also a host of other fun characters, some gangsters that have hidden away, the captain, the sailors, and a bunch of amazing dancers that all kind of engage in this farce of who's who, and you'll have to come see the show to see who ends up with who and who falls in love at the end.
Okay, so Reno and Billy. Lily, can you describe Reno Sweeney to the listeners?
This may be kind of an oddly hot take, but I definitely found this out about her playing the part. But she's very oddly mysterious. Because, you get kind of the overview. She's in New York's most notorious evangelist. That's her description of herself. So she's an evangelist and a nightclub singer. Other than that, you pretty much don't get much else, like a backstory or anything. But I think, like, if you were to dig deep, she's a relatively mysterious type of character. But, you know, she is also probably the kind of character that, like, when she's on stage, you pay attention to. Like, it's hard to take your eyes off of her. Oh, captivating, funny, eccentric, but knows how to tone it down when she absolutely has to.
So Reno and her host of angels are the entertainment aboard the ship.
Okay.
So the big number in Act 2 is in the nightclub on the ship. So the show becomes a real party.
Oh yeah.
And what about Billy?
I would describe Billy. He's very confident in himself, but then at the same time, he's also a little bit clueless.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't really see Reno's hints.
No.
He misses some jokes and things, but he's very genuine. I really love the character.
Yeah.
And it's like I hope to be like him.
Yeah. So Justin, how did you choose Anything Goes as the musical for Wayzata High School? What was that process?
Yeah. Every year, selecting the season for Wayzata Theater is always like one of the most exciting and biggest decisions that the artistic team makes. This year, Anything Goes actually was a student suggestion. Jacob McNulty, who plays Lord Evelyn Oakley in the cast, was like, we should do Anything Goes. And it wasn't a show I had really thought about, but after I got that suggestion, I was like, yeah, we really should, because it features a bunch of incredible music and all this tap dancing. And we have some great singers and movers that are in our program. So I knew it was going to offer lots of challenge for the performers that are here and coming up. And also, I did want to do a show that was fun and centered joy and laughter and silliness. For me, that is one of the best reasons to do theater, to make theater, to be in the same space, to bring out your family, to come see a show and get to laugh together is actually really, really special. And something that's different than watching a movie at home. Like you get to make a real memory when you come out. So this one just felt like a great way to showcase the talent that we had, showcase all this amazing singing and dancing that we're about to put on Friday.
Yeah.
So for the two of you, obviously this is a high school performance. How is the show relevant to high school? Like, how would it be appealing to your peers that you go to school with?
It's, again, as we mentioned, kind of part of the core values is just having fun. And, you're making friends along the way, which I think at the center of high school, it's kind of like, it's not graduation, it's the friends you make along the way,
Yeah.
I also think it's one of those shows, it was written a long time ago. It came out in the 30s, it's set in the 30s, so a lot of references are kind of like, they may pass over your head at first, but like they're not so like out of date that you can't laugh at them. So, and everybody likes a good laugh, especially right now. As a senior in high school, I would love to just go see a good, funny show because we're all under a lot of stress. It's the start of the term, almost the end of the first semester. And even if you can't really relate to anybody in the show, which is really difficult, every character is different, and you can definitely go like, ooh, that's relatable. So I think it's relatability, it's the humor of it, it's the just going to go see a show that's just so classic. It really is so classic. And it's just, if you're there for a good time, you're there for a good time.
It's kind of relatable in the sense of like when you're on the boat, it's like all of the passengers, like this is like the time of their lives. Like they're just there, they're having fun. They can kind of do whatever. They fall in love. And it's all just because they're all on this one kind of shared space. And it's like if it doesn't work out, then you get off the boat and you just kind of forget about it. And so I think that's can be kind of relatable for like a high school student, where it's kind of like the time in your life where you can like try things and maybe make mistakes and, maybe try to find love or maybe not. But it's just kind of relatable in that sense of like, it's kind of like the peak, at least it feels like to me, at least right now.
Mm-hmm.
It also connects to our process, right? In that we had auditions for this show on the second day of school.
Can you walk me through like, all right, we selected Anything Goes, like start to performance. I would just love to hear like the whole process.
We selected Anything Goes, somewhere midway through last school year.
Okay.
So I've been percolating on the set and the design and how we're going to bring this whole show together for a while. Then over the summer, a lot of set design and costume renderings, and this set was donated to us by Lori and Tim Line. A lot of these platforms were.
Yeah.
So if you know Lori Line and you're familiar with her touring show, you might recognize the shape of our platforms and set. It was very generous of them. But then that became part of the process this summer. Like, okay, how do we build onto that and add these elements together? So over the summer, there's a lot of admin work, but we auditioned we have a meeting the first day of school, and then the auditions were the second day of school.
Oh, wow.
And here we are, a quarter of the way through the year, and we're opening this Friday. So it's been a huge project with, we have had technicians in. Everything you see was built by students. And the costumes, pulled, bound, arranged, sewn by students. The tap, the performance on stage, all students. So there's been probably about 100 students that have all been collaborating the past 10 plus weeks. Oh, there's a dance camp we do before school.
Oh, yeah.
So students were practicing their tap skills and getting ready the whole couple weeks before school. So it's been a huge process. And going back to what you're saying about being on the boat, it kind of does feel like when you're in a show, you're with all your friends, like we're on this ride trying to make this big project come together. And we're excited to kind of reach port this Friday.
Oh my goodness.
You can't not. The puns are so easy with this one.
Yeah, they really are. It's either sink or swim here, guys. But ching.
That's great. Okay, so for the two of you, what was it like to, all right, you hear about Anything Goes, and was there a moment of like, yep, I want to do this, and I want to be Reno or Billy, or what was that process like for the two of you?
So I think for me, I always kind of knew, like from last year, that I was going to do the fall musical no matter what. And I saw it was Anything Goes, which, to be honest, I had not really heard of at the time. But then I watched a recording of it. I can't remember exactly what version, but I fell in love with it, and I like all of the music, and just like, and then I really hoped I would get Billy, and so yeah, it's been really
and here
cool.
you are, Billy.
Yeah, it's been really cool to kind of live that out.
Yeah. What about you?
So I had heard of Anything Goes, and I actually, during the fall musical last year, was like to one or two people, that would be so fun if next year's show is Anything Goes. I would love to play Reno Sweeney at one point ever in my life.
I gave credit to Jake, but there was a couple people who came up and said, hey, we want to do this classic show. So,
Yeah, Golden Age. I had known it was either going to be a Disney show or a Golden Age musical. And I was like, Golden Age musical, please. And, well, ta-da. And when it was announced, there had already been hints going around that it was going to be Anything Goes. So when it was announced, I was like, yes, my dreams are coming true. But, there was the whole process of like, well, I mean, I still got to audition and get called back. And, there are a lot of talented girls who have been doing theater at this school longer than I had, and they'd already made a lot of connections. And so I knew deep in my heart that my chances of getting Reno were really, really high, but I also kind of knew that, like, I wouldn't be disappointed if someone else got it. Everyone else here is incredibly talented. And then I got the part, and I was like, well, wow, I don't know how that happened, but it did. Here we are. And
it's always the hardest part of the process is making that cast list, because we have so much talent here at Wayzata High School, and there's only so many parts in the show. Yeah. So it's a really competitive program, and every single actor who you see on this stage has earned this part, from our leads here, but down to every member of the ensemble. Yeah. They all bring a ton of talent and could really hold down the big parts on their own. But part of it is coming together as an ensemble, coming together as a community and saying, okay, we're all here. We're all going to hold to our parts and make the best show we can.
And everybody has. It's like really, really stinking good character-wise, as well as everything else. Like, it is near impossible not to laugh. I've been doing theater a very long time. I don't crack on stage, but the amount of times I have just been like, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh, don't laugh. Dang it, Jake McNulty. I love you to death, but you're making me laugh.
Man, there's so many, there's some very funny performances here. We've had a lot of fun.
Our Moonface Martin. Oh my gosh. If you're gonna come for any character, you're gonna come for Moonface Martin. Our Moonface Martin is just so great. I don't know how you get through those scenes with him.
Irma, Harcourt, the Angels. Yeah. There's so many.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good time.
He's laughing now.
So Justin, obviously looking around the set, there's a lot going on here, and from what I'm hearing, it's technically complex, like the entire production. What is the most challenging part about bringing this all together from like a technical standpoint of the set, the dancing, the singing, like?
Yeah, well, everything that you see on stage happens after school. So all the students have already gone to school for a full day, and then we start our second full day of work together. So the coordination of so many different groups. I mean, we have a complete live orchestra that actually will be revealed behind our set. There's this cutout in the ship that you can see because there's a scrim there, and so when we light it up behind, you see the orchestra for the club scene right there in the background. But getting that group working, getting all of our tech crews working, getting our costume crews working, having dance rehearsals, vocal rehearsals, just the amount of organization that takes is kind of the first big challenge. And I feel really lucky that we have some amazing student stage managers who have helped put that together. Yes. And we've got some really good systems to keep those things rolling. And then this show has the added challenge of tap dance. So we haven't done a tap show since I've been here. Okay. So it's a whole new technique, and our cast is really up to it. But being like, hey, by the way, you have to learn to tap, and any misstep we can hear, not just see. We will hear it, So you really have to drill those dances. Yeah. That also was a huge element, and kind of keeping all those plates spinning is the biggest challenge. But we have a great team. Nathania Apple, who's helping direct the show, and also is our costumer, and Dieter Poppin, who's our TD, and so many others really help keep everything moving.
So Jacob, did you know how to tap dance before the show?
So I had zero tap experience before this show.
Was that the hardest part for you in terms of this role? Was learning that skill, or what would you say the biggest challenge was?
I kind of lucked out. I think the sailors and the angels probably do the most tapping in the show. So I didn't quite have to put in the ridiculous amount of time to learn like some of the steps, like our dance captains like Owen Piakowski and Pavan Kartik have this crazy tap solo. And it's, I don't know how they do it.
I will say there's been so many different versions of this show, and I believe a lot of the music kind of predated the show itself, or was kind of out there. And so the acting almost glues together all of these really classic, amazing musical numbers. And so I think kind of in the structure of the show, not every character who's delivering text is going to also be in the show written to do a huge dance. We have a whole ensemble that's there. So that's also really exciting, is that the kind of spectacle of the show, the comedy, the dance is spread out so that hopefully everybody gets a chance to shine in the show.
What was the biggest challenge for you in this role when you were preparing?
It is a hard role to play, and I knew that going into this. I mean, I already had a whole lot of these elements down. I already had a lot of tap experience, plus being able to tap in heels. I already knew how to do that going into it. And, I've expanded my range over the years and my acting over the years, comedic timing. But this is probably the first role I've had where all of the elements come into play in almost every single scene that I'm in. Like I've played big roles in the past, but none really as big and as challenging as this part. Because there are 3 songs, 3-ish songs kind of back to back that are, it's kind of a sandwich. It's intense number, singing number, and then immediately into another intense number. And so it's a lot of, I realized I'm going to have to be doing a lot of outside prep to be able to do this. Thankfully, though, I was able to kind of schedule my day throughout the school day as well. I was able to figure out a routine to get work done so I could also work on my lines and my songs and dancing. Well, I had to wait to come in here to do the dancing. I didn't want to break out in the middle of my econ class and just go, hang on, I need to practice my flaps over here. But it was definitely a really challenging role because it's you have to be high energy all the time. But I think we're nailing it. Nobody's complained yet. So
You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Justin, as we kind of close here, what are you most proud of in terms of start to finish watching not only these 2, but all the students involved?
I'm just blown away by this cast and crew. And I'm most maybe impressed by the way that they support each other and hold each other up. We've done a lot of work because I think the best performances come out of the strongest cultures and communities. And the care that these students take with their peers and the way they support each other, the way they encourage each other, the way they push each other to always keep trying to improve has been astounding. And I think it's going to show up on stage when you come see the show. You're going to see that these students are having the time of their lives and that they're showing you their best work. And for me, that's always one of the most satisfying experiences in the audience. When you see that they're having fun up there, you feel the fun out behind the fourth wall. And so, the hard work and dedication that each and every, not just the cast, also the crew. I mean, we have crew that are backstage finding every little piece of paint that they can touch up or, things to add, even though our set is kind of ready to go at this point. Their dedication is making it all come together. So that level of commitment and hard work and community building has been really inspiring.
For the 2 of you, what are you most excited about for, all the work you've put in and now it's go time?
I think for me, the thing I'm most excited about is just being able to perform in front of an audience. Like, it's one thing to be singing and dancing and acting to the empty house, but once the audience is there and you can kind of feel the tension of the energy going back and forth, and you can hear the laughter and the cheering, it's just like there's just no other feeling like it. And I'm so excited to be able to perform this incredible show.
What about you, Lily?
I mean, yeah, I feel like that's almost every single actor's like, well, finally getting to show it off. It's like, again, we put a lot of work and a lot of effort into this. Every single second of every single scene is tweaked and then untweaked and then tweaked again. It is hand stitched with love, literally and figuratively. A lot of these costumes are literally hand stitched with love. But
Yes.
It's I don't want just people to look at me. I want people to look at Jacob and see how much this kid has grown. And it's the same with Olive, who plays Hope. She's doing great. And it's like, hi guys, look at this finished painting we've made. And I'm like, it's really exciting to go backstage and be completely out of breath, and then be like, oh, wait, I have another scene. Hang on, guys. And then go back out and then get the big round of applause at the end of it. It's very fulfilling in life and the show.
Yeah. All right. So if someone was listening, I'm going to make all of you answer this question. And they're kind of on the fence. why should they buy a ticket and come see Anything Goes here in the next couple of weeks?
I think that the fall musical at your local high school is like an iconic event.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're a Wayzata High School student, you definitely need to check this out. Seeing your fall musical is like homecoming or going to prom. It's like a part of your high school experience. And if you're in the community, we also want to invite you into that. To come see what the students in your community, what the young artists in your community have made. They have so much energy and they're so excited to share with you. I promise it'll be a good time.
I mean, kind of reiterating all the points we've made previously, it's a good, classic, funny show. Like, you can go watch Sutton Foster do it or Patti LuPone play Reno Sweeney. You can go see everyone playing these characters on Broadway, but like, that was a long time ago and this is now. You're getting, and I say this with 100% authenticity, you're getting professional level, like, storytelling here. Like, nope, it's not like perfectly flawless, but it's messy, it's fun. And again, it's quintessential part of high school is going to see your fall musical or the fall play. And, you know, like, I don't want to toot everybody's horn, but we're pretty dang talented. So it would be great to finally get to show that off. Thank you. But again, it's classic. It's fun. And I would be hard pressed to see an audience member not like smiling at the end of it. It's just a feel good kind of thing.
I think like it is such a classic show, but also it's like it stayed relevant. Like it's still really funny, even if you don't get all of the references that it makes in the script. Like there's still some very funny bits. Like there's some innuendos in the show as well.
PG.
Yes.
Innuendos.
R.I.P. Cheeky. It's just very funny. And I think to be able to see it, like if you go and watch it, professional actors perform and like have fun on stage, like that's one thing. But I think to be able to see like your friends and the people that you've seen throughout high school having fun, it's just like this extra layer of like connection that you feel to the show.
Well, the show is November 14th, November 15th, November 21st, and November 22nd. You can find more information and buy tickets on whstheater.com. Tickets are just $15 for adults, $12 for seniors, and students and staff is just $10. It is the best ticket you can buy this fall in Plymouth. That's what I heard.
I'll also say we are offering a BOGO ticket deal for seniors. So if you use the code SRBOGO at checkout, you can get buy one, get one free tickets. And we're offering a similar deal to students at the middle school. So if you're at the middle school family here, West, Central, or East, you can buy that middle school family ticket and use promo code CMS family, WMS family, or EMS family.
Great.
And that you get 2 free student tickets. So come out and join us.
So pretty much you have no excuse not to see it.
Thank you so much. This has been
thanks
great.
for joining me. It was a lot of fun.
thank
Good luck.
you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.